My name is Donna Hayes Stewart. I am the oldest daughter of my parents, Ray and Kay Hayes. Today we are Hayes LTI and we're located in Camilla, Georgia. We offer our equipment through retail, rental, and also rebuild, helping our customers get the most out of equipment they already own. As a teenager in the early 70s, my brother Ronald and I worked for our parents in our family business. My mom taught me everything there was to know about accounting, balancing the checkbook, making sure we were in balance. My dad taught Ronald welding, painting, designing equipment. This is where we got the foundation of who we are today. In the early 80s, ag was terrible. 27% interest rates, and our business failed. And my dad went to work for a large farmer, and my brother Ronald and I looked at each other and thought, what do we do now? And we decided that we wanted to rebuild. So we had no money, we had a good product, we had some loyal customers and some vendors who were willing to work with us. And here we are, 35 years later. We are in business with my husband Jimmy, Ronald's wife Carol, my niece and nephew Laura and Matt. And my husband says that we're a 50-year success story. I am the Secretary-Treasurer of Hayes LTI, and I do everything financial. Over the years, we've been able to add some very talented young people to our family business, which has allowed me to do the thing that I love the very most, which is helping our company grow and making sure that we maintain a spirit of excellence in everything we do, most especially that we show gratitude for getting to be a part of this amazing industry. Having these extra hands on deck has allowed me to be a part of organizations, and one of my most favorite organizations that I'm a part of is the Georgia Agribusiness Council. Over the past several years, our business has really evolved into who we are today. We, in 2015, we found ourselves located and operating in 3 locations in Camilla, with employees spread out between those locations. And we're the kind of people that like everybody under one roof, but we had run out of space. So we had a dream to build our new manufacturing plant, and we knew that the new manufacturing plant would open up doors for us to have more space, better manufacturing machinery, and just open our product line. We found these 60 acres that we're on now, and we knew that eventually the dream would come true. In 2011, a trusted friend and a colleague invited our family to become a part of Georgia Agribusiness Council. We had no idea what GAC was, but the friend persisted, and we looked up online and saw that the membership fees were minimal, and we thought, we can join, so we did. At that time, we were so busy running our business and wearing way too many hats that we thought that we would just join, pay our membership dues, and just be a part of an organization that he convinced us was great. It didn't take long for us to realize the value of becoming a part of Georgia Agribusiness Council. We didn't know what we didn't know. And the more we were part of GAC, we learned how important it was for us to be in the know. And deciding to become a part of Georgia Agribusiness Council in 2011 is one of the best decisions that we've made for our company. The friendships and relationships that have been built, and the connection and the camaraderie of the ag world is something that we treasure, and we are so grateful to be a part. When we first joined, I thought, what do we gain from GAC? Why should we join? But over time, my thinking has changed. The truth is, what does ag gain from its members? The diversity is amazing, and every single diverse part of ag plays a vital role in the success of ag in Georgia. It's not just the farmers or just the manufacturers or just the landscape artists or the grass people or the energy folks or just any one part. To me, it's all of us coming together. That's what makes us strong. I read recently that if you want to walk fast, walk alone. But if you want to walk far, walk together. That's my favorite part about GAC. Members coming together and walking together. It's not just one, but it's for all of us. I treasure most the relationships that have been formed over the years and how each relationship brings such success to the story of ag. It is so important today that we have a voice, that we speak truth to power, that we tell our stories, and that we offer the real facts of what it takes to make a living in the ag world. Only those who work day in and day out in the trenches really know what it takes to maintain and grow our farms and businesses. Being willing to share our needs, our experiences, our battles, and our successes is vital to the future of ag. GAC is on the front line. During session, our GAC leadership is hands-on, highly respected, and heard. The doors open for our GAC leadership. During other parts of the year, our GA leadership is building relationships throughout the state, listening to our questions, connecting the dots, and if needed, putting membership in touch with people who can help us when we have a need. In the world of social media, a misconception can start a firestorm, and we have to always be prepared to tell the truth, fight for what we know to be right, and engage in politics more than ever. There is power in numbers, and that is why we always want our membership to grow. We are the boots on the ground, and in truth, most humans don't really have any idea what it takes to grow our food and our fiber. We have to tell our story, educate leaders and consumers. Why lobby? Why build relationship with decision makers? Our membership is the very best position to grow a great idea and make things better. And our membership is in the very best position to fight an idea that's not good and not fully vetted. We know what it takes, and it matters. Most of us may never need help, but when and if we do, it is a great comfort to know that we have people who have relationships with people in power. We can be heard when we stand together. GAC brings that to the ag community. When I think about GAC and I think about some of the things or tools that have been the most valuable to me and to my company, the first and very most important thing that I think about are the relationships. It would be sad to know that we would have missed the opportunity to have such tremendous relationships with people throughout Georgia. We can sit here in Camilla and think it's all about row crop, but you get outside of Southwest Georgia and it's about a lot more. And so I really think that being able to learn about all things ag has been a great tool and a great advantage for me. During session, I really look forward to the Inside Ag. Every Friday it arrives in our email, and it is full of so much information about what bills are being considered, what's happening at the Capitol. And if we did not receive that, we really wouldn't know. And I think now more than ever, it's really important for us to know what's happening at the Capitol during the 40 days of session. We may read something and think we know about that, or we can add to the story of that, or we can support that, or we can give our leadership something to bring to the table. And I think that Inside Ag has just been a real tool that we look forward to receiving every week. In addition, I really enjoy that when we become a member of Georgia Agribusiness Council, we get a membership directory. And in that directory, we find a list of all the members, contact information. It has information about the Georgia General Assembly, Department of Agriculture, other ag-related organizations. And for me, it sits on my desk all the time, and it's a tool that I use quite often. In my mind, what makes Georgia Agribusiness Council unique and different is our diversity. That it is a voice for all commodities, all types of agribusiness. It is a voice for whether you plant a seed, or you build equipment to support, or you supply fertilizer, or you supply energy. We are a melting pot for the entirety of ag. And it just represents the diversity It brings us all together and it makes us one, and there is power in oneness. From a very personal perspective, I have to say that my family and I are proud to be members of GAC, to be a part of something that is truly real, that's engaging, and that sole purpose is to promote and protect ag in Georgia. We appreciate the education and the information that we get from leadership. Being a part of GAC makes us feel connected, and connection is a really good thing. The organization is for all, not just the small or the big, but for everyone. GAC touches every part of our state. Each member is a great blessing to GAC. Our experience can be as little or as big as we desire. We can pay our membership dues and receive lots of information and be in the know and be absolutely fine. If time permits, we can be a member and then we can join in other activities like the harvest celebration. The first harvest celebration that Jimmy and I attended, we knew no one. We sat at a table and knew no one at our table. But that night we walked away having made some new friends. And the truth is, all throughout the United States, people who are in ag share a common heart and a common vision. And we are the salt of the earth. And Georgia Agribusiness Council allows us to make friends, meet new people, and learn from each other. Since that point, after attending that very first harvest celebration many years ago, we have not missed one since then. We feel it's just that valuable to come together on a Friday evening in November of every year and celebrate ag. To me, it's really terribly exciting to see young ag professionals and people who are considering becoming a part of ag come and be a part of Georgia Agribusiness Council. I have learned that there is so much to be gained from hanging around young minds with fresh ideas. And I feel that it's also really important for young minds to understand what they can gain from hanging around with older folks. It's a win-win for everyone. So it's very important to me that we do everything we can to encourage young professionals, people who are wanting to farm for the first time or have an agribusiness for the first time, to come and be a part of an organization that only has one heart, and that is to help them and to learn from them and to be a great source of information. I was absolutely shocked when I was invited to become a board member. I thought, why me? All I know how to do is build fertilizer, hauling equipment down here in Southwest Georgia. After talking with my family and getting their encouragement, I decided to join. I immediately went online to see who are the board members and where do they come from. I was happy to see that some of my favorite customers were on the board. I also saw the name Courtney, not knowing who Courtney was, but I thought, oh yay, there's another woman on the board. So I said yes. I attended my first board meeting and immediately found one of my customers and sat with him, Darvin Eason. And I noticed that no other woman walked in the room. So we went around the room and we were introducing ourselves, and Courtney introduced himself, and he was not a woman. So I immediately knew that I might be on this board as the only woman. I'm very happy to say that over the years, several amazing, talented, and beautiful women have joined the Georgia Agri Council board. And that's very exciting to me, because I believe that women bring such an important voice to agriculture. Being a part of the Georgia Agribusiness Council board has awarded me some of the most tremendous friendships I've ever experienced. I didn't need to be anybody else. I simply needed to come on board and be me, bring to the table who I am, what my experiences are, and the road that I've walked. And I think about that from any member that joins. You're not asked to be anybody but yourself. Bring yourself, bring your ideas, bring your business, bring your thoughts, bring your hopes, bring who you are to the table, because that's what makes us so different and so important. I find myself thinking all the time that while GAC is 1,400 plus members strong, that there are at least 1,400 additional potential members out there to be had. I think all that they are really waiting on is an invitation from one of us to come and be a part of an organization whose sole purpose is to promote and protect this industry we all love. Every farming operation, big or small, is agribusiness. Whether we are planting the seed or supporting the seed planter, we are only ever as strong as the farmer is strong. Together we are ag. GAC is a connector of people, a connector of ideas. GAC is the voice of ag in Georgia.